So for this first problem, it should feel pretty familiar to us, you guys. Really similar to the stuff we did with complex numbers a couple of weeks ago in Unit 1. And I'm sure you guys did this in Algebra 1 as well. But I'm taking this polynomial, that 19x to the third minus 5x squared minus 7, and then I see that I am subtracting the 13x to the fourth minus 4x squared plus 7. So a couple ways you could do this. You could be working on finding like terms between the two and just subtracting as you go. What I like to do so that I don't make a mistake and accidentally add instead of subtract is I actually like to take that negative in the middle and I like to make it a -1, and then I distribute it in to my second parenthesis. I'm doing that so that then I can just drop my grouping signs and combine like terms normally. So I know that that -1 is going to make all of these terms the opposite sign. So instead of a positive 13, I'm going to have a -13x to the fourth. Instead of a -4, I'm going to have a positive 4x squared. And then instead of a positive 7, I'm going to have a -7. Since I've distributed that -1 in, I don't need those grouping signs at all or those parentheses. So I can just rewrite the second one as 19x to the third minus 5x squared minus 7 and bring all that down. Then at this point, I like to just go in order of standard form. So I look across all of these and I try to find what my highest degree is or my highest exponent. And I see that my highest exponent is this x to the fourth. I'm looking across the rest of these to see if there's any x to the fourths, but there's not. So I know that I can just rewrite this one by itself, -13x to the fourth. Then I'm going to keep going. I'm going to look for x to the thirds next, since that's the next highest exponent. And I see that I have this 19x to the third. I'm searching along the rest of this, but I don't see anything that I can combine with it. So since it's a positive 19, I'm going to put plus 19x to the third. From here, I'm going to look for x squareds. I see one here at -5x squared. And then I also see one here with the plus 4x squared. I'm going to add those two ones together, -5 plus 4. That's going to give me a -1. But I could just write it as -x squared. I don't need to put this 1 in front if I don't want to. I would be looking for something to the x, just a linear term if I could along all this, but I don't see any linears, so I get to skip straight to my constants. And it looks like I have -7 minus 7. Don't get tripped up on questions like this. -7 minus 7, those don't cancel out. Okay, if I owe one person $7 and another person $7, I owe $14. Okay, I didn't go back to 0. So I combined those together, I got -14. So my final answer for this would be this nice colorful polynomial I have. And, you know, just for fun and games, if I really wanted to name this, I would say that this was a quartic polynomial with 4 terms. Nice.